Hello and welcome to Hindsight, the show that takes a look back at all of the good things going on in our school district. We'll start things off with a bang, literally, as we take a look at all of the pageantry and excitement that was part of this year's Battle of New Orleans bicentennial celebration. Reenactment of battles, informative talks, and some hands-on activities all brought learning to life and reminded us all of the importance of the battle and its significance in our nation's history.
It is important for us to remember this day 200 years ago, and maybe a very similar event 10 years ago, when we met what was then seemingly insurmountable odds, and through faith and prayer, through sacrifice, and through a united community, we conquered those obstacles.
Also bringing history to life for those who took part in a special video project highlighting the accomplishments of Dr. Martin Luther King. Community leaders and school leaders here at Chelmsford High took part in sharing their reflections and thoughts and hopes regarding the legacy of Dr. King.
And finally, as we the students of today prepare to be the leaders of tomorrow, what advice would you give on how to succeed and make this world a better place?
My advice would be keep your heart open. Keep your options open, talk to as many people as you can, make as many friends as you can, and just keep moving forward.
Just be yourself, Don't try to change how you are just to fit in.
We need to be totally fair, and we need to be totally objective.
I would just be positive. If you see someone having a bad day, just give them a smile. If you see someone struggling, offer to help them. Just to be a good student, a good citizen, a good person overall.
I think we need to educate ourselves more on exactly what his message was and what he wanted us to do, and actually focus more on his message and practice that to the community. And just be educated, so that so the history doesn't repeat its past.
Also leaving a legacy were the members of the 2015 St. Bernard School Board. Recently, its 11 members were sworn in to begin a 4-year term. Congratulations to Dr. Hugh Kraft, who will serve as president, and Diana Dysart, who will be its vice president.
We have been working as a team, and we will continue to do so and work cooperatively and in a positive manner to move our school district forward. And we have a lot to look forward to for the students and parents of St. Bernard Parish, and in providing an excellence in education. So I thank you all for your vote, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you this year as vice president again. Thank you very much.
And special congratulations all go out to the board's newest member, Catherine Karcher-Lemoyne, who was elected to represent the people of District 1. We wish you well and best of luck in your new position. School board member Henderson Lewis was also chosen into another leadership position. Besides being our District 9 representative, this Violet native was the unanimous choice to serve as the superintendent of Orleans Parish Public Schools. It will be quite a challenge, but one that Dr. Lewis looks forward to.
For my St. Bernard family, I thank each and every one of you all. I thank the supervisor, Ms. Voce, for the mentorship that has been given to me over the last years to go out and do the work that I do, but also at the same time, in addition to representing my family, but also always representing St. Bernard Parish. And so I thank everyone for the warm messages that I've received, and I ask that you all just pray for me and my family as I take on this new endeavor to move public education forward in Orleans Parish. So thank you again.
And speaking of education, teachers from across the district took part in the recent District In-Service program. Here we see some of the highlights as guest presenter Chip Brady worked with some of our social studies teachers on ways to teach and improve student writing.
You guys do this more than other districts, because you're doing kind of a middle and high school articulation around a strand of approach. That's not all that common. There's a lot of separation between middle and high schools out there, and we have a chance here today to say, all right, what does a good argument look like? Say at the high school level, maybe 11th grade versus maybe a 7th grade kid who's just starting out. And that's a big deal. That's actually a really good question, especially given the types of things that are happening to the tests out there, the Common Core stuff, and the state exams that are shifting, that are going to actually be expecting this stuff from kids to produce. And I know you're under lots of kind of local and state pressures too, so that can filter into the conversation.
Also on hand at Chelmsford High School were the members of the Louisiana Philharmonic, who performed as part of Symphony Idol. This year's Young People's Concert explored the elements of music and what really makes an orchestra sing. Students even had the chance to play along with the LPO in several songs. This educational outreach program was enjoyed by our 2nd through 8th graders.
Nicely done, everybody. Good job. Wonderful job.
And now it's time to congratulate some of our outstanding students and teachers. Recently, the district named our 3 parish-wide Students of the Year for elementary, middle, and high school, as well as our Teachers of the Year. Emma Oliver, a 5th grader at Davies, was chosen as Elementary School Student of the Year. Trist, 8th grader, Erin Laria, was the Middle School Student of the Year, while Chalmette High School senior William Wee was chosen as the parish-wide High School Student of the Year. Congratulations to these outstanding students as well as the winners at each of our schools. The parish-wide Teachers of the Year include Michelle Abity of Davies Elementary, Chris Deere of St. Bernard Middle School, and our parish-wide High School Teacher of the Year, Jessica Janik. We'd like to congratulate them for bringing learning to life and to acknowledge all of our school-wide winners. And now let's meet one of those outstanding educators now as we head to C.F. Riley School.
I'm Andre Bonifant, and I am the counselor and instructional coach at C.F. Riley Alternative. We would like to recognize Joe Cipollone as our Teacher of the Year for this school year. Mr. Cipollone is one of our hardest working and most positive teachers that we have on our staff. He not only writes curriculum for the district, but he also comes in every day and works with the hardest to deal with kids and manages to have a smile on his face and, more importantly, keep coming back every day. So we thank and recognize Joe Cipollone for his dedication to CF Riley Alternative School.
My name is Joe Cipollone. I'm a middle school English teacher at CF Riley. I've been here 3 years, and I was fortunate enough to be nominated for Teacher of the Year. Being here for a couple of years, I've learned a lot. I've been in my peers' classrooms a lot, learning from them. There are a lot of really established, really a lot of effective teachers here that are willing to help. So I've learned a lot from them, whether it's with goal setting with kids or peer relationships with students or classroom management. I really relied on my peers and my colleagues to really advance my effectiveness in teaching. So I'd really say one of the things is just relying on other people, asking for help, just being observant, watching other people, I think is one of the main reasons I have grown as a teacher. Things they might say that I do well, I think I'm good at building relationships with the kids through all ages, whether we're outside at recess or in the classroom. I think I do a really good job of connecting with the kids, making sure they know they can come to me, making sure they know that I'm going to listen to them and answer any questions that they have. I think is really important because they don't really, sometimes they won't work unless they know you care. They don't care what you know until they know that you care. So that's something I always go back to, just making that individual one-on-one relationship with the kids. With our students, we're really trying to have them improve themselves both behaviorally and academically. So what we do is we sit down and we say, what are your behavior goals, what are your academic goals? Where were you last year, where were you last week, and where do you want to be? Where do you want to be next week, where do you want to be next year? And we look at both behaviorally, what are the things you need to do to succeed both here and then in your traditional school if you want to go back, and then also what do you need to do to be able to succeed outside of school, right? Because we're trying to get them to be able to be productive, effective, and compassionate human beings outside, citizens. specifically academically, we're looking to improve their writing. I spend a lot of time with their writing. No matter what job you have, you need to be able to read and write, whether it's talking to family, whether it's emailing a boss, whether it's writing something for a letter, whatever you need to be able to read and write. So we spend a lot of time, obviously, in English, reading and writing, and I just try to always go to the why. Why are we doing this? We're doing this so that you can improve yourself both in and out of the classroom. Try to be better people and better students. Coming from New York to here, one of the main things, I love the sense of community that we have, the sense of everyone's in it together, especially here. It's a small group of teachers. I think we have 9 to 11 teachers. We're very close-knit, and we're in it together. We really are in it together, and we're willing to help each other. We're also willing to give each other space when we need space, and just being in this, journey together where we're just trying to help kids, and that's the best part that I like teaching. It's not, oh, this person increased 6.2% on their English vocabulary quiz. Doesn't really matter as much to me. It's trying to help kids make sure that they know that they have someone that cares about them and serve as a good role model for them to grow up to be an independent, a compassionate, an empathetic human being who cares about other people. What I really like is how all the employees here and what I've seen in other schools really care about the kids and spend time to go that extra mile and really get to know the kids both in and outside of school, so that we're creating well-rounded kids who care about those around them and who also care about their academic growth as well. Thank you, CF Raleigh, for nominating me Teacher of the Year. It means a lot to me. I certainly wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys, learning from you guys. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Davies Elementary had some interesting and health-centered guests recently with a pair of events taking place on its Muro campus. First up was the Body Walk, a part of the Smart Bodies program designed to involve kindergartners through 5th grade students in learning the skills and choices for a healthy lifestyle. Children learn about the importance of good nutritional choices and being physically active through interactive activities as they explore an exhibit representing the human body.
We have an exhibit of the human body. It has 11 stations. Each station is 5 minutes long. At the first station, the kids magically turn into a certain food item by receiving a food bookmark, and that turns them into a certain food item for the whole tour of the human body.
Thanks for being with us today. Remember, eat right, exercise, and we'll see you next time.
The school also hosted a trio of nutritional dietitians from Tulane University. Here we see them sharing some insight and information on maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
Try our trail mix, see if you like it, and then there you go, you got some whole grains for today. And then also if you had meat, beans, or nuts, you can check that off. And who drank milk with their breakfast this morning? Yeah, so part of a healthy day is drinking milk and water.
Former Chalmette High School standout performer Scarlett Saison is living a healthy lifestyle as a performer at Northwestern State University. A member of its dance team and drama program, Scarlett was also a featured guest on a very special edition of Champs, the Chalmette High Artists, Musicians, and Performers Showcase. Let's take a look.
You don't have to be a stick to be a dancer. You can always get training. Push the envelope. Don't stay comfortable. Get out of the comfort zone, Do something, not wild, it's because, we are high schoolers and you tell them wild and they go to the extreme. But do something different, expand your repertoire, expand your artwork, and have fun.
Getting students to read like champs was the focus of a very special presentation recently when the national launch of the United Way Worldwide Club Connect initiative. The announcement of creating a reading oasis at our schools in St. Bernard was welcome news. Its purpose? To provide resources to schools most in need of early grade reading by providing an online reading platform for each child and an incentive program to support parental encouragement. We look forward to sharing more of that exciting literacy initiative with you in the future.
Thank you for all the things you've just heard that this program brings to our students. We are so excited. We're excited about this physical component right here, which will be a nice oasis for the students. Super excited about the possibilities at home for the home connection. The teachers have been working with the students to show them what's available, but it's been a little reversal. They've been showing us what's available on that website as soon as they get on it. I didn't know that they could play each other in some of these games. They quickly found that out. So we're very excited, and we want to thank you. Okay.
Yes, I just want to thank everyone for hitting the big three. Of course, anything that you do in K-3 that involves reading is going to be well received. And also anything that you do to engage parents in early reading will be well received. And then thirdly, anything that you do that's tech savvy will definitely involve kids and parents. So thank you for hitting those things, and definitely thank you for choosing our school.
And now let's meet our parish-wide high school teacher of the year as we head to one of our newest classrooms at Shellman High School.
My name is William Lee. I am Shellman High School's Student of the Year. I would like to introduce Miss Jessica Janik. She is this year's Teacher of the Year, and she's an absolutely wonderful lady. She truly cares about her class, and I am truly humbled to have her as my teacher.
Hi, I'm Jessica Janik. I teach World History and AP Psychology at Shellman High, and I'm the Parish-wide Teacher of the Year. My philosophy as a teacher is all about building relationships. I like to build the trust with my students, let them know that they're going to get the best of me all the time, so I expect the best of them all the time. We work really hard at developing classroom routines and procedures, and they are invested in that. And I feel that if I give them that chance to be invested in the class, that they're going to invest in their future. My favorite thing about teaching is being around kids, and they'll probably hate me for calling them kids because they're young adults. But that's my favorite part, is getting to know them and building those relationships. That's why I sponsor the Interact Club. That is why I am a class sponsor for the various graduating classes. I just enjoy seeing them outside of the classroom. I enjoy that side of things, that very social element to being a teacher. What I hope for my students to accomplish is to learn some life skills like intrinsic motivation, time management, and just being a good person, the best person that they can be 100% of the time. Sometimes it's not about the content that we teach, but more about teaching the whole individual. I chose history education because of the history teachers I had at Andrew Jackson in high school. They made history come alive, and it made it a story and fun and interesting. And I've always had the want to participate civically and be a part of my community, and I think being a social studies teacher is a very good segue into that. One of the things that we do to bring history to life and make it relevant to our students is that I create Twitter boards for them and their topics that they're learning. So we've done Twitter boards for @Classical Greece or @Classical Rome, and we have a running conversation with the various classes on how they feel about the topic. I never thought about being a teacher. I never considered it as a profession, and I always wanted to be a doctor or a model or a Barbie. Like, those were my career goals. And eventually one day I took an education course at UNO, and I fell in love with it. Good teachers are real. Good teachers let you know about what life is going to be like after school. They're no holds barred. They don't hold back. They expect you to meet deadlines. They expect you to be kind. They expect you to learn who you are and be passionate about something. That's what they want for you. I think all good teachers possess the quality to let their students know that they are a human, that they make mistakes, that they are walking encyclopedias of their content, that they are there to listen. I am a product of St. Bernard Parish Public Schools, I was a Miro B, a Chalmette Middle Viking, and an Andrew Jackson Colonel. I never considered teaching anywhere else. I didn't even try. That's why I didn't get hired until Katrina. I've been pretty lucky since I've been at Chalmette. I've had some really nice spaces to work in and teach in. I taught at the 9th grade academy for a year, and I had a nice big beautiful building there, and now I'm in a nice big beautiful ivory tower above the brand new cafeteria in Chalmette. Large classroom, nice floors, bright windows. It's a very big and open, inviting space. I'm really glad that construction's coming to an end. The advice that I would give someone starting in an educational path is that it's very different from sitting at a desk as a student. It's a very different perspective. There's a lot more behind the scenes that you don't know as a student. And it's not just about being passionate about a subject. You have to learn how to differentiate for your different students, meet the various needs. What they're coming to you with is all across the board. There's professional development that you have to sit through. There's laws that you have to know, and all these other outside of the classroom things that you have to be prepared for. That it's not just in the classroom stuff, though that's the best part. I'd like to thank the faculty and staff at Chalmette High for naming me this year's Teacher of the Year. Thanks, y'all. Hashtag Owl Up.
And while we're at Chalmette High, let's take a moment for Hindsight Spotlight as we take in some of the graceful moves of the Chalmette Contemporary Dance Company under the direction of Jessica Gorberty. Also sharing their moves and bringing forth a powerful message to many of our middle and high school students with a performance from Epic Assemblies. Using the fine arts of drama, dance, live music, and spoken word to impact students, the program was aimed to challenge students to make positive life choices by providing culturally relevant preventive health education. It was intense and a captivating performance.
Look, I have friends that are dead. Others that are locked away in prison for a long time, they don't get another chance. As you can see, I did. And you do. So if you're in here right now and you're doing drugs and you're drinking and you're selling, please stop today. And if you can't on your own, reach out to someone and get the help you need. Do not be ashamed of it. And if this isn't you, good for you. But continue to fight the good fight.
And finally, we'd like to congratulate the Chalmette High School Charmer Dance Team on its incredible success this year. Not only did the team garner a number of first-place awards at the recent state competition and defended state title as high kick champions, but longtime coach, director, and former charmer Jill Mitchell was honored as the Director of the Year for the state of Louisiana. Congratulations to Jill and to her hard-working, high-kicking champion charmers. Well, that would do it for this edition of Hindsight, but before we go, we want to pay tribute to two longtime educators who passed away recently. English teacher Jean Gersha and former teacher and longtime school board member Herman Barnett. Their commitment to St. Bernard and their love of the children here was truly awesome. They may be gone, but their contributions will never be forgotten. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, the next time you take a look back, you might just see us there, because hindsight is always 20/20. We'll see you next time.